In late October, two boys named John and Alex were watching Halloween specials on TV while trying to find the best routes for their trick-or-treating night. They had a map of the town and picked the best locations for the biggest candy bars and the most candy they can get, along with shortcuts that'll get them to each house at a faster pace so they can get the most candy. As they were discussing what bags to bring and how many, which one would carry the most candy and not break halfway through the night, they overheard John's mom talking about some weirdo walking around the neighborhood at night, and they keep the doors locked. They went back to their trick-or-treat planning, as Alex realized how late it had gotten, went to go home, promising that he would be back first thing after school to continue planning for the perfect Halloween night. During that night, John couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about how much candy he would get, what he would dress up for, when he saw someone prowling outside. He looked outside, trying not to get seen, and all he could see was a shape of something tall, walking down the street, looking in each window. As it looked in his direction, he ducked and ran back to his bed, hiding under the covers. He looked up and saw a figure outside his window, trying to open the window. After a few attempts, the figure vanished into the darkness. Feeling relieved, he felt himself falling asleep. Alex didn't show up for school the next day. Confused, John waited at his house for Alex to show up, but after an hour waiting, he decided to go to his house to see what was wrong. After knocking at the door, something pulled the curtain slightly. He could only see its face. It looked like it was wearing a Halloween mask, but it didn't say anything to John, and he assumed it was one of his parents. So he said to tell Alex that if he's feeling better, to come over at his house to plan for trick-or-treating, as he ran off. As he made it home, he was about to talk to his mom about how weird it was that Alex didn't show up for school that day when he heard screaming from the distance. He ran to his window as cop cars stormed to Alex's house. While one of them was consoling the screaming mother, two officers carried out what looked like a small white duffel bag. A few hours later, a news report came in about a stranger walking the neighborhood that fit his mother's description. However, news came in that this person might be connected to the grisly deaths of children across the nation, each victim getting closer to our town. John's stomach dropped as the last and current victim was Alex.